Can't hold us down. Can't hold me down. No. We got to do dosage calculations. Hey. If you were on my live a few minutes ago, we're back. Oh my goodness. This week is weekend, I swear. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? You doing good? You doing good? Oh no. Hey, no. Now I got to set this back up. Okay. Oh, come on back in. She said, yeah, you're back. Yes, I am back. All right, you guys. Hey, I'm a blessed RN, and I'm back to do some more dosage calculation problems with you all. Thought we are gonna have to use the whiteboard for a minute, but got my technology back in order. So, hey, if you're new here, if you're passing by trying to see what's going on, this is dosage calculation live breakdown and review. I'm Nurse C, a blessed RN. I've been a nurse for 14 years, LPN before RN, pharmacy technician before the same way every single time with the dimensional analysis using puzzle pieces. Okay. All right, so boom, let's do this. We have 8 cups and we're going to milliliters. So that means that I need to write on my screen and keep it unlocked. All right, here we go. So we're trying to go from cups to milliliters. Our goal is to find milliliters. Okay? So that's our goal. That's what the question is asking us to find. So milliliters. So I need to see what my puzzle pieces are. Puzzle pieces are your conversions that you have to memorize by heart or information from the problem that you will use to solve, okay? So I know that I already got 8 cups and that's from my problem. And so I need to know the conversion going from cups and I need to go to milliliters. So I'm going to use what I know about a conversion for cups. So 1 cup is 8 ounces. And then now I have ounces and I know that there's a conversion from ounces to milliliters. So I know that 1 ounce is 30 milliliters, okay? So boom, I'm going to start my setup, all right? My puzzle pieces with what it is that I am looking for, okay? So if it tells me I need to find milliliters, I start with milliliters, okay? So this piece right here has milliliters in it. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put my milliliters on the top. That's the first step. So if you're lost on how to set up these problems, don't know where to start, what goes on top, what goes on the bottom, this part is for you, okay? So I'll put 30 mLs over 1 ounce. So what equals each other stays together, okay? Lord, Crystal, I call you back, girl. I call you back. Where was I? Doo-doo. Okay. So, y'all, this week has been weak, and I'm telling you. Okay, so now that we've got ounces on the bottom, I know I need ounces on the top, okay? So, I need to cross them out. So, this puzzle piece right here has ounces in it. My goal is milliliter. So, I want everything that is not milliliter to cross out. So, we'll do 8 ounces equals 1 cup. Ounces crossed out. You must write your units by your numbers in order for this method to work. If you just put numbers hither and thither, it's not going to make sense. The units is what guides you. The goal is what guides you. So every step that you take, what's on the bottom and what's on the top has to cross out, okay? So now we've got cup on the bottom. I've got this one last puzzle piece with 8 cups in it. Queen Kunta, I am doing dimensional analysis, but I call it puzzles because that's less intimidating than math or dimensional analysis. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? All right. I'm going to do some drips, Tiara. I got you. And then I got a request from Miss Deborah on YouTube. Alrighty, so here we go. We'll do, everything is crossed out except for milliliters. You see that? Do you see that? Okay, so that is what we're doing. We are trying to go step by step, crossing out all of our units except for this, what the question is asking you to find. And we're going to do that with all the problems, okay? So we'll do 30 times 8 times 8, which is going to be 1,920 milliliters, okay? Can you please post this as a video? I would love to keep watching, but I got clinicals. Yes, it will be on my YouTube channel. Now, I'm going to have to delete the other one because we had a little flub going on. I don't know what was going on with technology. Like I said, this week has been weak. Has this week been hard for anybody else? Is it just me? So, you can watch the other replays from previous weeks, like all the way back to like last year. They're on my YouTube channel, and there are other problems broken down for you, okay? Most definitely not. Cody is back. Hey, Cody. Life been lifing. I'm telling you, especially in nursing school. Life does life in nursing school. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and go to some other things because time has been well spent. I got to go take some folks to the doctor in the morning. I'm tired. Yeah. Let's see, metric conversions. We trying to look for some drip problems, right? Drip factor. Do I have any that's clean here? And that says gin. We're not drinking drinking gin. Let's see. All right. So let's see. I'm in farm right now, and this is blessing my soul. Okay, cool, China. Thank you. Oh my God, I didn't kill any of my patients with heparin. Cody! Yes, Cody! Prayers of the righteous availeth much. We sure did pray for you and for your patients that were receiving heparin, and you didn't overdose them. Yes, congratulations. My math exam is next week. I need to get these conversions before. Okay, and then I have a conversion video. So if you just want to see about how to do conversions, I do like several different examples. It's on my YouTube channel, A Blessed RN. Check it out. Like it, subscribe, share it, all that stuff. Okay, hey, good evening. If we don't get an 85, we're withdrawn. Lord have mercy. Okay, China, it's going to be all right. You're not late again because, look, I had to restart the whole live. I'm telling you, it was, y'all keep me lifted. All right, so infused lactated ringers. Pray for me as I pray for you. So we'll infuse lactated ringers, 125 milliliter per hour via gravity flow using a tubing calibrated at 15 drops per milliliter. And so we're going to be looking for drops per minute, okay? So our goal is drops on the top and minutes on the bottom, okay? So with any type of IV problem, you're looking for volume, so how much medicine, how much fluid, whatever that's prescribed over time, okay? So what is the volume over the time? This. So we'll keep it together. Anything that's together stays together. And then we've got our drop factor, and you need this for all of your drop gravity drips. A drop factor, all it is how many drops will be in that chamber to administer 1 milliliter of fluid or solution. That's it. Okay, so if I'm looking for drops on the top and minutes on the bottom, I always start with what it is that I am looking for. If it's asking me for drop, don't you say milligram or milliliter. You start with what you're looking for, okay? Especially now, if you got a way that works for you and you like it and it works for you, then fine. But this is for the people who say, I don't know where to start. I don't know what goes on the top. I don't know what goes on the bottom. Start with what you're looking for. If you start with what you're looking for, then you won't have to go and find it, okay? So I have this puzzle piece right here with drops in it. So I'll put my drops on the top. I've got milliliters on the bottom. What goes together stays together, okay? So then we've got milliliter on the bottom. So I'll do 125 ml over hour. Milliliters crosses out. And now I've got hour at the bottom. So we got the drops on the top, but we need minutes on the bottom. We have hours. So the last thing that I'm going to do is put my hour on the top and 60 minutes on the bottom. And now you see everything crosses out except for drops on the top and minutes on the bottom. Y'all going too fast in these comments. Let's see. Hey Farrah, you've been MIA clinical started and stuff got real. Baby, I understand. I get it. My school's 100%. Y'all can do that. You can do that. You can do it. I was in week 14 out of 16 of farm, took my dosage calc exam, failed about 4 points. Retaking the class. The whole class they made you do? God dog it. It's okay. You'll get them next time. My gosh. Today was the first day of math class and I'm trying to get it down. Okay. That's what's up. Well, just stay around for a little bit. Learn your conversions and dimensional analysis. I'm telling you. Hey, Mary Bray. Okay. So what we'll do now, since everything, how do I get my iPad from cutting off so much? Like, oh, y'all, ooh, help me, Lord. This week is weekend and it's just not stopping. So we'll do 15 times 125 divided by 60. Okay. So that is 31.25. So you've never seen a quarter of a drip leave out of the faucet. It's either a drop or not, right? So we're going to round this to the nearest whole number. So if we've got 31.25 and we round it to the nearest whole number, what is our answer? I see you, Miss Tamika and Miss Natasha on YouTube. So we got several people tuning in from YouTube. We got all of our TikTokers right here on 2 screens. I'm trying to keep up with both of y'all. So, hey, we're in here. They tried to keep us away from each other tonight. Wouldn't let it be so. Exactly. So if we rounded this to the whole number, our answer will be 31 drops per minute. Now listen to me good. Listen to me nice and good, okay? This must be on your answer, unless you're like on the computer and it just has like the space for where you type in the numbers. But if you take like a written exam and you don't label your answer, they most likely, more than not, will count it wrong. So all of your hard work will not count. So don't do that, okay? So what happened was I went live at 8 o'clock like I normally try to do. And, yeah, my iPad wouldn't connect. It was acting all choppy on YouTube. It was just a whole bunch of stuff. But you know. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to do this one. All right, so here is some more. Well, that's a hard one. We're not going to start that hard. Let's do this, okay? So this is weight-based. So, better late than never. Yeah, look, I tried to pull out the whiteboard, but I wasn't feeling it. I was like, let me start this over and just scrub, okay? All right, so we usually do conversions and like speed up into it, but yeah. Tonight is a different thing. But every single problem that we're going to do it the same way, okay? So if you can do the simplest conversion with putting your goal and doing your puzzle pieces, then you can do hard problems like this, which is your critical drips, okay? Your weight-based, all right? You don't like that whiteboard? Yeah. I like the whiteboard. I just feel like I got my booty in the camera, and I don't want y'all just looking at my booty in the camera. I want you to be focused on the dosage, not the dude, okay? Lord, this is on YouTube. Okay, anywho. So the healthcare provider ordered drug in at 16 micrograms per minute IV Infusion, the concentration of drug N is 50 milligrams in 250 mLs, okay? Calculate the infusion rate, milliliter per hour, and we're going to round this to the whole number. All right, so y'all, let's go step by step. What is the goal? What is this question asking me to find? Yeah, let me know in the comments. What's our goal? So how are we going to say this? Do you do DA? Yes, Justice. This is dimensional analysis, but I call it puzzle pieces. All right. So we're looking for the infusion rate. So that is milliliter per hour. You must include all of it. Okay. I see y'all. You must include all of it. So we are looking for milliliters to be on the top and hour to be on the bottom. So how many of y'all think y'all are really good at math? If you think you're really good at math, put a 1 in the comment. If you kind of shaky, put a 1.5. If you like, heck no, put a 2. Let's see. Put your finger in the air if you the one, girl. All right. So this method uses little to no math at all. Okay. Multiplication and division. And that's only at the end. All right. So this looks really kind of hard and complicated at first sight. But we're going to use puzzle pieces to break this down. Okay. So our goal, we got what we want our picture to look like, the puzzle, right? So the equation must have everything crossed out on the top except for milliliters and everything crossed out on the bottom except for hours, okay? So this is a weight-based problem. That means that we're going to use the patient's weight to figure out how much they're going to get. So, no, this is not a weight-based problem. I lied. This is not microgram per kilogram per minute. That was the other one that I had. Sorry, I switched the slides. Look, week is weekend. Y'all work with me. So anyways, we're going to pick the puzzle pieces that are together. Everything that is together stays together. Okay? And keep them on one puzzle piece. So everything that's equal to each other is one puzzle piece. So we've got 16 micrograms per minute, right? That's what's the ordered rate. So that's going to stay together. And then we've got our concentration is 50 milligrams in 250 mLs of diluent, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start with what it is that we're looking for. So what is it that we are looking for? Milliliters. What puzzle piece has the milliliters in it? This one, okay? Put those milliliters on the top. In real life, if you're doing a puzzle, does the puzzle piece always fall out the box and land in the position that you're going to put it in the puzzle? No. But if you twist it, turn it, flip it, rub it down, all of it, it's going to be the same thing. The puzzle piece is the puzzle piece. 50 milligrams is in 250 mLs. If it's on the top, the bottom, side, okay? So we want milliliters on the top because that's what our goal is telling us to do. It tells us to put milliliters on the top. So I'll do 250 ml over 50 milligrams, okay? I just flipped it, okay? Don't get mind blown. Stay with me, all right? So boom, we've used this puzzle piece, right? Next, so look at what we have on the bottom. We have milligram. Is that part of our goal? No, it is not. So it must be crossed out. Do we have a puzzle piece with milligram in it? No, we do not. We have a puzzle piece with microgram in it, but we know that there is a conversion from microgram to milligram. So that's when we're going to put the microgram in the milligram, okay? So we'll do 1 milligram equals 1,000 micrograms. Milligrams crosses out, okay? So now I'm not dividing nothing to the end. I'm not doing any math until the puzzle piece is finished. Well, until the puzzle is solved, okay? So now I've got microgram at the bottom. I'll use this puzzle piece. 16 micrograms per minute, okay? So micrograms crosses out. Write your units by your numbers and write your units by your numbers and make sure you cross your units out step by step. So if you go from step to step to step, you'll see what you're working with, okay? So you won't have to go back and like, okay, what do I have to cross out? Right then and there, cross it out and see what's at the bottom. Is it part of the goal? No, it's got to go. So now look, we've got minutes at the bottom. So we already started with what we were looking for, which was milliliter. All right. So now we need hour. We have minute. I know that there is a conversion from minute to hour, right? So 60 minutes is 1 hour. Minute crosses out, and now everything is gone except for milliliter at the top and hour at the bottom. And now you can finally do some multiplication and division, okay? I passed my dosage exam. Oh, shucks. Gone, girl. Pharmacy student here. We literally just finished our farm calc, and this was on it. Oh, how cool. I love it. I love it. All right, so I'm going to do the calculator trick. I'm going to keep everything inside the calculator, and I'm going to multiply all of my numbers across the top. I'm going to hit divide once I get to the top, and then I'm going to put all my numbers in on the bottom and hit divide in between those. So 250 times 16 times 60. It's a big number, right? Boom, all those zeros. All right, and then I'm going to hit divide. So divide 50, divide 1,000. The ones or in the coefficients in front of them, they don't matter, okay? So yeah, equals 4.8 milliliters an hour. But look, we got to round to the whole number. So if you are going to round this to the whole number, what will our answer be? Okay, 5 what? Thank you. y'all better look. You better listen. Look, I'm telling you, I don't seen it too many times. Too many doggone times before. People have gotten this wrong because they didn't label it. So what do y'all think? Let's take a pause for a second. How do you like this mathless way of doing math? Is it clicking? Do I need to re-explain the step? Thank you. You said I'm explaining it real well. I wished I would have found you sooner, but I'm glad to be here now. I'm glad you're here too. It's clicking. Okay, explain it again. All right. Love it. Okay. All right. So what we did was we started with the goal. Why got all this scribble scrabble on the screen? Scribble scrabble it, right? I get passionate about it. I get excited. All right, so here's the explanation. We started with the goal. We read the question, right? It popped up on the screen and you freaked out. And you said, hold on. We're going to solve this puzzle. So you know that drug N has to go at 16 mics per minute and is available as this. And so we are trying to calculate the infusion rate as milliliter per hour. That was my goal. That's what it was asking for me to solve. So I put milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom. Okay. Then I got my puzzle pieces, which are my pieces of information from the problem. So here, that was a puzzle piece. Things that equal to each other or go together, they go together real bad, as they like to say. Or you can think about them as being married or in a relationship, whoever. However it takes for it to stick, that they go together and they stay together. They are on one puzzle piece, okay? So that was a puzzle piece. And then our concentration was 50 milligrams and 250 mLs. That was a puzzle piece, okay? So my goal is dictating to me how I set up the problem, okay? If I got milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom as my goal, I always start with what it is that I'm looking for. And this goes for almost all of your problems except for like those 3 or 4 that I named at the beginning, okay? So I'm looking for milliliter. So I looked at this puzzle piece right here. It had milliliter in it. I needed milliliter to go on the top. That's why I placed it. So I just flipped it, okay? So that my milliliters are at the top and my 50 milligrams were at the bottom. So then milligrams was not a part of the goal, because remember, the goal is telling you how to put this. You looking at that box to see how to put your puzzle together, right? Right? So milligrams isn't part of that. So it's got to be crossed out. Anything on the top and bottom crosses out. They must be the same units. But we ran into a problem because we didn't have a puzzle piece with milligrams in it. We had micrograms. So that's when we use the conversion. Y'all, I don't convert nothing before I put it in the problem. The more steps that you take, the more mistakes you're likely to make. Okay? So let the math. Once you set up the problem, the math is going to math. Okay? So I did 1 milligram over 1,000 micrograms. That was the conversion. You must know your conversions for dosage calculations, period. You got to. So then we've had micrograms at the bottom. I had a puzzle piece with micrograms in it, and I put it right there. My micrograms crossed out, and then I had minute at the bottom. I needed hour at the bottom according to the goal. So then I just used the time conversion of 60 minutes to an hour. Multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, divide the top by the bottom. Or if you use the calculator trick, multiply all of your numbers across the top, hit divide, put in all your numbers across the bottom with divide in between that equals 1 time, and you get your answer. And then of course we got 4.8, and we round it to the nearest whole number. Yeah, let's do another one. All right. So, a client weighs 63 kgs. The nurse is to start a dopamine drip at 5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Dopamine is labeled 400 milligrams in 250 mLs of normal saline. How many milliliters per hour will the IV infuse? Okay, so what is our goal? What is this question asking for me to solve? Trent, you so fast. Our goal is milliliter per hour. That's what the question is asking for you to solve. It could be microgram per kilogram per minute. It could be anything, okay? That's what the goal is. What is it asking for you to solve? And you set up your goal exactly how it is supposed to be set up. That's what's going to tell you what goes on the top, what goes on the bottom, what's going to go first. Everything else crosses out except for that, okay? So our puzzle pieces. Now this one is a weight-based problem. So I use the 3 P's, and not the PPP loan that I can sure use right now for my NEMT business, but patient and prescription in the product, okay? Y'all, why are tires so expensive? Anyways, okay, focus. So the patient's weight is 63 kgs. That's the first P. The second P is the prescription. So that's dopamine at 5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. 5 mics per kg per minute. Then the last P is product, your medicine, okay? The concentration of your medicine. So 400 milligrams and 250 ml. All right, that's all our puzzle pieces. So let's put this puzzle together. If we're looking for milliliter, what do we start with? Please do not say milligram. You got it, it's Yana. All right. So this puzzle piece right here has milliliter in it. We're gonna flip it. Okay. So we've got 250 ml over 400 mg. Okay. Now that puzzle piece. Okay. So just like in real life, once you use a puzzle piece, it's gone, right? It's done. You can only use it one time. And you can't cut a puzzle piece and separate it and put part of it right here and part of it right there. It's a piece. It stays together. So keep what's together. So now we've got milligram on the bottom. Is that part of the goal? No, it is not. Do we have milligrams in our other puzzle pieces? No, we do not. We have microgram. So I can't put a microgram on top of a milligram and expect for it to cross out, because 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. So we have to convert, okay? So 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. Boom, boom. And you don't have to worry about moving a decimal this way, moving a decimal that way, whatever. The math is going to math, especially like with the weight. This one is already in kgs, but if you had it in pounds, you know how you have to divide pounds by 2.2 to get your kgs. And then you're like, oh, it's all these decimals, when to cut it off and all this. Do I round it up? Do I round it down? You don't have to worry about all that. You just round at the end of the problem, okay? So boom, we've got microgram at the bottom. Here we go. 5 micrograms per kg per minute. Microgram crosses out, and now we've got kgs and minutes at the bottom. Both of those have got to go because we already got milliliter at the top. We need hour at the bottom. So I'll put my 63 kgs, and notice it's over 1 because it's not with anything else. It's just on a puzzle piece by itself. It's solo. It's single. So over 1. Kg crosses out, and then we've got minute at the bottom, and I need hour at the bottom. So 60 minutes is 1 hour. Minute crosses out, and now we have crossed everything out, okay? Goal for all of you soccer fans or football, okay? 250 times 5 times 63 times 60 divide 400 divide by 1,000 equals 11.8125. Okay, this one did not tell us what to round to. So let's practice. If this told us to round to the nearest tenths place, what would our answer be? Nice. Yeah. Let's see. I missed a couple of comments, y'all. Please forgive me. It's 2 screens and math, and then this week is weekend. Oh my gosh. Let's see what y'all saying. I love dimensional analysis. Just do it from right to left, okay? I need to go with my conversions. I think that will mess me up. I go blank. Yes, you must know your conversions. Chef Ash, how you doing? Your power is still out? Oh no. That's awful. She said tap the screen to share the live. Thank you so much. That is awful. Girl, I hate that happen. Are you okay? You good? Okay, you get it now. Unique X-ray tech. Cool. Multiply and divide. Am I supposed to complete this in my head when I'm a nurse? No, you write it down with pencil and paper. There's no way I could do this in my head, okay? This one is definitely a little complex, but if you can do these, then you're set for success. Exactly. This is considered like the critical drip, the advanced dosage calc. But if you could do this, you can do conversions. You can do reconstitution. You could do drip factor. You could do infusion time. You can do anything through Christ who strengthens you. But you can use the puzzle piece method to solve any of your dosage calculations problems. Yep. Oh my God, I just finished a quiz on this. Dimensional analysis. Yeah, it's easy once you get it. Yeah, I'm telling you. I got lost in the minute per hour part. So just look at the goal. The goal is what's going to help you pick your puzzle pieces and your information out of the problem. And it's going to help you set the problem up. And so every step that you take, okay, you're looking to see what crosses out on the top and the bottom. If it's not part of the goal, it's got to go. Okay, so minute was that last part. So we didn't have minute in our goal. We had hour. So therefore, 60 minutes is 1 hour. Do we need to memorize conversions? Yes, you do. Let's see. Doesn't the system just give you the right, if the system worked, what if somebody hacked the system and the system not working? But you still got real life patients. It happened. Nurses Week, May. I'm a living witness. Oh, how often would you say you have to do this on the y'all, you need to know your med stuff, because if you got micrograms, milligrams, I mean, just if you got it ordered and you're giving it, they're not coming after the doctor. They coming after you, nurse, whoever. I'm so lost on Reconstitution. Concentrate on the concentration. Quit using all that extra fluff stuff in there, and you just concentrate on the medicine after it's been reconstituted. So how many milligrams per milliliter, grams per liter, whatever. That's all. That's the secret. I'm graduating in ICU, so I drill. Yeah, you do use this in lot in ICU. Now for me, I was on the med search, so I did a lot of heparin drips. So I definitely check my heparin drips. Will you be doing a dosage count life tomorrow? Life is life and tomorrow. I don't. I don't know. If you don't know your conversions, you can't do the math. Yeah. If you can't do the math, then they're not sending you to clinical. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay. Y'all want to do one more of these, and then let's move on to something else? I can do these all night. Let's do it. One more, and then we'll do maybe some drip and like time stuff. I don't know. I was really thrown off because my technology, like I said, this week has been weekend. Do I have any reconstitution worksheets? No, I need to make some, don't it? Fluid intake? Are you talking about I's and O's? Safe dose. Hey, Peter. How you doing? Your dosage calc is on Monday, Goddess Julie Fever. Okie dokie. Do you have any questions where the goal is in minutes? Natasha, tell me more. Drip in time. You have your test Tuesday. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey. All right. So let's see. I have to look. I'll look through my repertoire. So I'm taking farm. Let's do an input and output. If not done tonight. Okay. What confuses y'all about input and output? Because like, is it when they have the IVs dripping and they like start and stop it? Or is it like the converting of cups and ounces and stuff? Because everything just has to be in milliliters. Everything that's at room temperature, well, liquid at room temperature that goes inside the body, that's what you count as input. And everything that you expel out, that's a liquid, is your output. But when it starts and stops, oh, okay. You just have to look at the time. Like if they give you an IV and they say it's like 50 milliliters per hour, you started it this time, you stopped it at that time and it was 3 hours, and then you started it back and it was like 8 hours. So you got 11 hours total and multiply it by the rate. Don't forget she has a YouTube channel where she reposts. Thank you, Mary Bray. I appreciate it. I do have a YouTube. I do. I'm supposed to have this workshop coming up, but y'all pray for me. Pray hard, because Lord, thank you for the subscription. All right, so let's do this problem and let's move on. We talking too much. All right. Night Pride IV 0.5 mics per kg per minute. 125 pounds is the weight of the patient. Available is Nipride 10 milligrams and 100 milliliters of D5W. So we're going to look at the milliliters per hour. I think I left that part off, but it's milliliter per hour, okay? Goal is microgram per kilogram per, oh heck yeah, I can do one of those. Okay, so goal is milliliter per hour because we're trying to find out what to put the pump on. Okay, so remember PPP, your patient's weight, your prescription, and your product. The patient's weight is in pounds this time, so 125 pounds, and we've got 0.5 mics per kg per minute, and then we've got 10 mgs in 100 mLs. All right, so if we are looking for a milliliter, guess what we start with? The same thing that we've been starting with, that the goal tells us, milliliter. So that's this puzzle piece, 100 ml over 10 mgs. Now we've got milligrams at the bottom, we need milligrams at the top, and we don't have milligrams, we have micrograms. See? Boom. So what we'll do is 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. So that's why it's important to write your numbers and your units by each other so you know what comes next. That's the secret. That's the sauce, okay? So, microgram, 0.5 microgram per kg per minute. Microgram crosses out. And now we've got kg in minute at the bottom. And it really does not matter which one you do first. I just like to go from left to right. So kg came up first. I know I've got a puzzle piece that has pounds in it. So 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Okay, kgs crosses out. And you see, I didn't pick up that nan calculator, and I said that in my most country twang of twang to say that, not nan calculator to convert this. Let the conversion happen in the equation. If you set everything up right, you'll see everything crossing out, and you won't have to do anything but multiply and divide at the end, okay? I'm trying to make this as easy as possible, all right? So then we'll do 125 pounds, and our pounds crosses out, and once again I've run out of space. So we'll do 60 minutes on the top and 1 hour on the bottom. So I'm gonna write 60 and the minutes gets crossed out, okay? Boom. All right, so everything is now gone except for milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom. It's like learning a whole new language. We're not learning language, we're doing puzzles. So 100 times 0.5 times 125 times 60 divide 10 divide 1000 divide 2.2 equals. You see, I didn't write nothing down. I kept everything in the calculator, and boom, here's my answer. 17.04. So if we round this to the whole number, this is the whole number. We go 1 decimal place to the right. It's 0. So our whole number will be 17 mLs per hour. I'll say this when it clicks. My fundamental class is over next week. Okay, fundamentals. Yes, you just now understanding. Thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, so this is a microgram per kilogram per minute. One of my YouTubers who's joined in requested one of these, and then we'll do some drips and infusion time, and then I'm going night-night. Drug I is infusing at 55 milliliters an hour to a patient who weighs 132 pounds. The concentration of drug I is 500 milligrams per 50 milliliters. How many micrograms per kilogram per minute is the patient receiving? Okay, so what is our goal? This. So you see that per, that's slash, right? So microgram per kg per minute. That is our goal. So what this is saying is that you have an IV that's infusing at 55 milliliters per hour. The patient weighs what the patient weighs, and this is the medicine that's available. They want to know how much of the medicine are you getting. Microgram per kilogram of body weight every minute. Okay, so we want micrograms to be at the top, kilograms and minutes to be at the bottom. Remember, we're solving puzzles. It seems like a crazy question. It seems very complicated, but we're going to do it the exact same way that we've been doing it. Okay, so what are our puzzle pieces? We've got 55 mLs per hour. Our patient weighs 132 pounds. And then we've got 500 mgs over 50 ml. Okay? Boom. So, we need to start with micrograms. Okay, let's do it. Well, wait a minute. We don't have a puzzle piece with microgram in it. So, therefore, we will start with a conversion because we got a puzzle piece with milligram, but we are looking for micrograms. I always start with what I am looking for. That's how you set up your problems, and everything else lines up and they cross out. If you are lost on how to set up your problems, start with what you're looking for. Do it the same way every single time, and I promise you it'll make sense, okay? All right, so what we'll do is 1,000 micrograms is 1 milligram, okay? Now I've got milligram at the bottom, so I can put my milligrams at the top. So that's going to be 500 milligrams over 50 ml. Milligrams crosses out. Now I've got milliliter at the bottom. I need my milliliter at the top. That's this one right here. So 55 milliliters per hour. So milliliters cross out. You see how I'm lining up everything and connecting everything like a puzzle? Boss lady, I got that because it's a conversion. So we said we needed to start with this, which is microgram. None of my puzzle pieces had microgram in it, but I had a puzzle piece that had milligram in it. So therefore, I just went ahead and I converted and used my conversion factors that I know. So 1,000 micrograms equals 1 milligram. I always start with what I'm looking for. Yeah, okay? So boom. Now, we've got hour at the bottom. So I need minute at the bottom, right? That's part of the goal. Okay? So 1 hour is 60 minutes. So hours crosses out. So let's look what we got. We got microgram at the top. That's gold. Now we've got minute at the bottom. That's gold. So the only thing that is left is kgs, right? So our patient's weight is in pounds. So we'll have to do the conversion, right? So if I want kg at the bottom, I'm going to put the kg at the bottom. Why am I putting the kg at the bottom? Because that's what the goal told me to do. That's what the question is asking me for, so that's what I'm going to give it, okay? So 1 kg is at the bottom, and I know that is 2.2 pounds. So now I got kg at the bottom, but I got to take care of these pounds at the top. Remember your rules. What's on the top has to cross out with what's on the bottom. So therefore, I'm going to put my patient's weight, which is 132 pounds, right here on the bottom. And it's going to cross out. And you know the one that just kind of hangs out at the bottom sometimes when we do our weight-based problems, I'm going to put it at the top. Because I need this to go at the bottom. Okay? And that's it. Microgram per kilogram per minute. Let's do the math. So 1,000 times 500 times 55 times 2.2 divide times 500 times 55 times 2.2 divide. I don't put the ones in, they don't make a difference. 50 divide 60 divide 132 pounds. Boom. So they are getting, what y'all get? I like double check, triple check sometimes. 1,000 times 500 times 55 times 2.2. Big number, big number. You see how big that number is? What if you wrote this down and you didn't include all of those zeros, putting it back in the calculator? We know the difference that a zero makes with your answer. It'll either be really, really big or really, really small, depending on if one or if you leave one out, right? So then we're going to divide 50, divide 60, divide 132. And that's when the calculator trick really comes into play and handy. So when you have like these weight-based problems or these long numbers, okay? So I've got this 152.77. So if we wanted to round this to the nearest tenth place, what would our answer be? I see you, Chef Ash. That's the whole number, though. You was ready for me. Oh, man. Peter, you like that? Y'all like that? Y'all like this? Is it making sense? Is my teaching in vain? Or are you getting it? Let me know. Y'all talk to me. Talk to me now. Okay, Jade. Yes. Yes. Okay. I see Miss Deborah on YouTube. Uh, I love it. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So this was a really hard problem, you know. I said round to the nearest tens place, but a lot of people want to round to the whole number, but it's whatever. It didn't indicate. We just want to practice rounding so that when we are told to round on stuff, that we are rounding to the correct whole number, or to the tenths, or to the hundreds. So I made this look so easy. Once it's puzzles. They're puzzles. It's not math. And you can do this for almost all of your dosage count. You got it, Tay. You got it. You got it. I was so ready to round to the nearest whole number. I know. You gotta stay on your toes. Y'all like this? Y'all like, yeah. If you like it, put double tap on the screen for me. Let's let TikTok know we are solving puzzles tonight. We are defeating dosage. Nurses cometh. Nursey gets degrees, or at least pass dosage count, baby. Yeah. You're welcome. Like, more examples, please. Can you still go back? I will start. Oh, I'm sorry, Ruby. I don't know where it's at. Like, once it's gone, because, like, these are my folders. Like, if I have it queued up, like, for the night, then I can go back to it. But it is on YouTube. And once we get done with this, then you can watch the replay. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, too. Okay. All right. So, let's see. What are we doing? Infusion time and drops per minute stuff. And then we going to bed. All right. Let's do like a combination of it. I had my chem exam and those questions blank and cried, right? Oh, I know it can be frustrating when you don't know how to do it. I'm doing this real quick because I gotta erase some of them. I need a blackboard eraser. Let's see. Let's see what we'll do. We'll do this one. And then we'll do another one after that. And then that'll be it. I apologize for my technical difficulties earlier in the night. I don't know what happened, but you know, they say turn it off and turn it back on, and it worked. So, you were so confused. You're welcome, Ruby. You're welcome. Do you go live often? Yes. So I am live on Sunday nights at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, the replays are on my YouTube channel, A Blessed RN. And you can watch the replays, slow them down, fast forward, whatever. Or there are individual problems in playlists. So if you like dimensional analysis, there's a playlist for you. You like desired overhand, there's a playlist for you. You like ratio and proportion, there's a playlist for you. If you don't feel like watching the whole live session and us, shoot the breeze and kick it and study or whatever you want to call this. Tonight, I don't know. I'm just, like I said, this week has been weekend. Y'all need to pray for me tonight, okay? But you can view all of those resources. They are there for you. Yeah. Alrighty. So the doctor orders a 1,000 milliliter bag of IV normal saline to be infused at 60 drops a minute. The drip factor is 10 drops per milliliter. You start the IV infusion at 13:30. At what time will the infusion be complete? Okay. So what is this asking us to solve for, and what is going on here? So what we have is a IV infusion. It's a 1,000 milliliter bag. So you got a 1 liter bag, right? And they want it to go at 60 drops per minute. You got the drop factor. Remember, that's how many drops in that drip chamber does it take to administer 1 milliliter of the solution. And you started it at 13:30, which is 1:30 in the afternoon. They want to know, what time will this bag be done? Okay, so we are looking for time. Yes, Mary Bray. That is our goal. Okay, so once again, what are our puzzle pieces that we're looking for? So we've got 1,000 milliliter bag. Okay, yes, right there. It's by itself. Okay, it's to go at Now what the heckity of hex is going on here? Y'all seen that? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just a sign that I need to go to bed. Press the You see, I'm not even doing this. Like seriously, this is crazy. 1,000 milliliters. Okay, it stayed. All right, it's going at 60 drops per minute. Okay, and then we got the drop factor because it's on a gravity drip. It's not on a pump of 10 drops per ml. And we are looking for a goal of time, okay? So if we're looking for hour, we need to start with what? Oh, let me back up. So the goal is the time. So our unit of measure that we're going to use is the hour, okay? So when we get an answer, this is going to give us hours. If it is a whole number and a decimal, the whole number part is going to be the hours part. The decimal number part of it is going to be the minute part, okay? So then we'll find the hours and the minutes, and then we'll add that to that 130 and see what time it is. That'll finish. Excuse me. Okay? So, since we're looking for hours, what do we start with? Hours, right? We don't have any hours. But did we not have any micrograms on that other problem? We always start with what we're looking for. If it's not there, it's okay to use a conversion, okay? So I got this puzzle piece right here with minutes in it, right? So I'll do 1 hour because that's what I'm looking for. It needs to go first. It needs to go on the top. It's 60 minutes. All right, and I'm doing this the same way that I've done all the other problems. Totally different setup, but it's the same method, okay? So, minute is at the bottom. I need minutes at the top. So, this is my puzzle piece with minutes in it. I'm going to flip it. So, minute over 60 drops. Minutes crosses out. Now, I've got drops at the bottom. It's not part of the goal. So, I'm going to put this one right here. 10 drops per ml. Drops crosses out. Now I've got milliliters at the bottom. I have this one right here. 1,000 mLs and it's by itself, so it'll go over 1. Everything has now crossed out on the top and the bottom except for what we're looking for, which is your hours, okay? So now we'll do 10 times 1,000 divided by 60 divided by 60. And that's going to be 2.7 repeating hours, right? So remember, I said this part is the hour part. This part, everything behind the decimal, is your minutes, okay? So what is 0.7 minutes? I don't know. So what we'll do is multiply that by 60 and we'll get how many minutes. Because just like if this was 2.5 hours, we know that 0.5 is half, right? So that means it'll be 2 hours and 30 minutes. So we'll take 0.77. I usually use 2 numbers after the decimal place. 0. Especially like if they're repeating, like if it needs to be rounded, you'll see, okay? So 0.77 times 60 equals 46.2. And we'll just round this to the whole number. So 46 minutes, right? Everybody wants to call me tonight. Hey, I'm on live. I know, you always do that. I'll call you back. All right. So, okay. What are we doing? 46 minutes. All right. So, we have 2 hours and 46 minutes. So, if we started at 13:30 and we add 2 hours and 46 minutes, what is that going to be? So, look. this part is the minute side and this part is the hour side. If you do 30 plus 46, isn't that like 76? So if you don't round up to the next hour and carry the one and all that jazz, you'll get confused. So I just borrow time, okay? And what that means is, so if I've got 13:30, I know that till my next hour, it's 30 minutes, right? So I'll just add 30 minutes to this time, right? So it'll be 1400, but I'm going to subtract it from over here. So that means I have 2 hours and 16 minutes left. So now I can easily add 2 hours and 16 minutes to my 1400. So 0 to 16 is going to be 16. That's your end time. Woo! How y'all feel about that one? It's not too shabby. Can you go over how to find dose per day and stuff? I keep messing up. Help, I failed my first dosage calculations for maternal and I take your redo tomorrow. Shaboo. Ma'am. Send me a message, okay? I'm about to go back to school for my ASN and this right here seems very tough. It's puzzle pieces. Once you get the basics down and you do the problems the same way every single time, because this was different than the problems that we did earlier, but it's the same method. What is that question asking for you to find? What are your puzzle pieces? So the pieces of information. What's together stays together. What's by itself, by itself. You start with what you're looking for. In this case, I was looking for hour. I didn't have hour. I had minutes in my puzzle piece. So I just started with a conversion. Everything on the top has to cross out with what's on the bottom except for what you're looking for. If you start with what you're looking for, you don't have to go and find it. So you see, we started with our goal. So we knew that everything else had to go away. So then we got our answer. We converted our answer to hours and minutes. And then we just added it to the start time. That's it. You make it look so much easier. You make it so much easier to understand. I'm glad. Thank you, Ruby. That's my goal. That's my goal. What's the difference between per day and per dose, though? I said I was supposed to be doing this and going to bed. Y'all trying. Could you repeat on why you added the 30 minutes to the 1300? Yes. So I added, okay, so we know that it would take 2 hours and 46 minutes for this to complete, right? If you add 46 minutes to 30 minutes, that's like 76 minutes, right? So if you don't know to convert that 60 as a minute, as an hour, and then the other 16 minutes that's left over, then it gets complicated. It gets confusing. So if I've got a start time or a infusion time that's over 30 minutes, I just go ahead and round it up to the next hour. So it took 30 minutes to go from 1:30 to 2 o'clock. So then I just take it from this time that's right here. And then it was easy to add 1400 and then 2 hours and 16 minutes together versus converting that hour and 16 minutes from when you added 30 and 46 together. But if you know how to add 30 and 46 together and to carry the one over and you not get confused, then you could do it that way. Yep. All right, y'all. Let me find this doggone day versus dose problem. And then I'm going to bed. Or trying to go to bed. Or get some Stella Rosa or something. I don't know. I'm tired, y'all. This has been a week. This week been weekend. Let's see. Ha 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 ha. What's this? Nope. Let's see here. Day versus dose. All right. Here we go. Close your eyes. Don't look. It's already done, so I'm going to show you how I did it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Y'all can at least double tap for me. I mean, I'm on here doing overtime because y'all asked me to. I can't get a double tap. Something. I'm just kidding, y'all. But seriously, let's do this one and then it's night. All right. Our provider has ordered drug A, 2.5 milligrams per kilogram per dose. All right. IM every 8 hours. The patient weighs 48 kgs. And the available drug is drug A injection 40 milligrams per milliliter. How many milliliters should the nurse administer per dose? All right. I know y'all are writing. I just be kidding, but like it helps with the algorithm and it helps me to reach more nursing students. I really am so appreciative of the engagement and your sharing and your referrals, your word of mouth, telling me to your cohort. I mean, all of it, you know. A gift is not required, but it's very appreciated. Okay, so listen. Boom. What does the order say? The order says, hold on, I'm gonna give it to you, Natasha. I just see your thing popped up, but I'm on this one train of thought. Okay. Order says 2.5 milligrams per kilogram per dose, right? That is how much we would give in one dose. All right. One dose is to be given every 8 hours. So a frequency is how many times you would give a dose in a day, right? So if it has every in front of it, every blank hours, that's your frequency. Either it has every in front of it or that's your BID, TID, QID frequency, okay? If the question is not asking you how many milliliters per day, then why are you worrying about how many doses you would give in a day? If you already have a puzzle piece that has dose in it, this is how much per dose. So guess what's fluff? The frequency. Does that make sense? So, what is our goal? Our goal says milliliter per dose. You got to make sure you get all of it because it could ask milliliter per day, but this is per dose. All right. So mLs is on the top and dose is on the bottom. So what are my puzzle pieces? This is a weight-based problem because you see that milligram per kilogram per dose. That means we need a patient's weight in here. So PPP, patient's weight, prescription, product, 48 kgs. Our prescription is 2.5 mg per kg/dose. And then the medicine is 40 milligrams per milliliter. So once again, I'm going to start with what it is that I'm looking for, which is milliliter on the top, right? That's this puzzle piece right here. So ml over 40 mg. Are y'all picking up how this is going? You see, I'm doing it the same way. I haven't switched up from how I'm doing this the whole time. That's how you want to do it. That's how you need to do it. Pick one way. If you like desire and formulas, fine. If you like ratio proportion, fine. If you like dimensional, good too. Pick one way and stick with it. When you do these problems, you need to practice them every single way. That's how you get familiar. That's how you get better. That's how you get confident. This don't happen overnight. Okay? You have to practice. And once you do, baby, once that light bulb comes on, it shines bright. Okay? So listen. Milligram at the bottom, need milligram at the top. That's this one. 2.5 mg per kg per dose. Milligrams crosses out. I've got kgs and dose at the bottom. So look, I already got milliliter at the top. We start what we're looking for so we don't have to go and find it. I already got dose at the bottom. Boom. So only thing that needs to disappear now or cross out is the kg. And I already have kgs. It's already converted for us. So 48 kgs over 1. And now we have milliliter per dose. 2.5 times 48 divided by 40 equals 3 milliliters per dose. Thank you for the roses, Miss Deborah. I keep calling you Deborah. Miss Deborah. Okay? Does that make sense now? You see, the goal... Cheeto said, wow, you're amazing. I didn't do nothing but solve a puzzle. That's it. Okay? The goal is your friend. The goal is your friend. You don't have to be scared of this, okay? The goal is telling you what you need to answer. It helps you to pick out your puzzle pieces. It helps you to kind of guide through the problem, okay? Y'all are new to this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know necessarily what's going on in the problem sometimes, but if you got puzzle pieces, you got a goal, you get to where you need to go. All right? That's why I love this method so much. I hated it in school. Didn't understand it. Didn't make sense. But these puzzle pieces, they gonna piece. These puzzles be puzzling, okay? All right, and you see, you don't need a frequency. If it is asking you per dose, you don't need a how many times a day. So I think the next one I had was like per day. No. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. I lied. I'm gonna answer my question on YouTube, and I'm gonna do this one because I'm gonna show you the difference between this one and the one I just did. Okay. All right. So Miss Natasha, the last problem, which was the hour stuff, the start time and end time. She asked, was it similar to what you were asking for? The goal was hour. I came across a problem where the goal was minutes. They can ask for minutes. If you find it, then email me because I would love to see that one. But they can ask for anything. But as long as you got a goal and you got puzzle pieces, you can figure it out. Okay? So don't look at this. I don't talk too much and I don't show y'all the answer. But we're going to walk through it anyway. Okay? Act like you didn't see it. Alright. I'm going to be serious one day. I'm going to wake up and be so serious. It's going to shock everybody. Let's see. I got my dosage calc test in the morning. You got to get 100. Okay. What did I say to solve by? I think it was 40 on the last one. You can check the replay because I don't know. All right. And the answer was 3 milliliters per dose. All right. You can get that 100. We can do this. So, boom. The nurse is preparing to administer drug P, 15 milligrams per kilogram per day. By mouth, that's what PO is, divided into 3 equal doses to a client who weighs 110 pounds. Available is drug P, 125 milligrams per 5 milliliter. How many milliliters should the nurse administer per dose? All right. So let's see what we got going here. Okay. What's our goal? Milliliter per dose. You see that? Get it all. Don't just say, oh, it's milliliter. No, they can ask milliliter per minute, milliliter per day, milliliter per hour, milliliter per dose. So we want milliliter on the top and dose on the bottom, okay? So now, PPP, patient prescription product. So our patient's weight is 110 pounds. So look at the prescription. This is 15 milligrams per kilogram of body weight in a whole day. That says per day. So in the whole day, that's how much they are to get. But you can't give it in a whole day if you're not trying to kill the kidneys or the liver, okay? All right. So it goes on to tell us that you have to divide that into 3 equal doses in the day. So this is 15 milligrams per kilogram per day, and then 3 equal doses. So I know in one day I have 3 equal doses. Y'all see that? All right. And then the last P is my product. So 125 milligram per 5 milliliters. Okay. So you got it. I see you starting it. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. Start with what we're looking for. You picking up what I'm dropping, okay? All right. So boom. 5 ml is 120. I say that a lot. Okay, so boom. And I think it's just habit now. But hey, it is what it is. All right. Boom. 15 milligrams per kg per day. So my milligrams are on the top and they cross out with my milligrams on the bottom. Okay. Now I've got kg and day. Both of those are not in the goal. Okay. So our patient's weight is 110 pounds. So 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds. Kgs cross out. And now I have pounds. So 110 pounds over 1. Your pounds crosses out. And now you have milliliter per day. I need milliliter per dose. So this last puzzle piece is going to finish it off. 1 day has 3 doses in it. Days crosses out, milliliter on the top, and dose on the bottom. Do you see that we have not done any type of math until the end of the problem? All you are doing is taking what's relative to each other, setting it up where the units cross out and on the top and on the bottom, except for milliliter on the top and dose on the bottom. No fear, no tears. Okay? Yes, I'm doing dimensional analysis. All right, so we'll do 15. I don't know why I like my little clickety clackety. And it's pink and it's bubbly. I love it. I got it in my Amazon storefront if you want one that's like it. I like it a lot. And you don't need a super fancy scientific calculator to do dosage calc. Just the simple basic functions and maybe the square root button, because for BSA, body surface area problems, you have to do the square root. So that's it. 5 times, what are we doing? 15 times 110. Divide 125, divide 2.2, divided by 3. I got 10 milliliters per dose. Is that what you got? Doing math is so easy when it's doing it as a group, but when we get tested, it's like, no, you gotta keep doing it. You gotta keep doing it. You see how I'm just going through these? Like, this didn't just come overnight. Y'all, thank you for the gifts. I didn't even see them up there. They just pop up. I'm sorry. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. So what am I looking for? What do we have to put the 1 kgs over 2.2? Because your patient's weight was in pounds. Normally people like to say, oh, I'm going to take the patient's weight and I'm going to divide it by 2.2. I'm not dividing nothing to the end. I'm going to let the math. I'm just going to set it up. And I'm telling you, the less steps you take, the less mistakes you make. It's foolproof. Jazzy Neo, I'm trying to even see. So, I tell you what. It's on the website. It's on the events. It's on the event part of my website. Let's see. So that's that. That's what she's talking about. I didn't even say nothing about it because I'm like, oh, no, but anybody's going to sign up for it. But if you want to, if you sign up for it and you use the promo code DOSEGHOST, it'll take 20% off of it. If I got enough people to sign up, then yeah, I'll go ahead and push through. But I was like, you know what? I don't even know. But I appreciate y'all for being here tonight. I see that y'all pulled more problems out of me than I intended. Y'all got me, but it's okay. You know, I appreciate y'all for sticking around and coming back because, yeah, technology was not technologying. Thank you, YouTubers, tonight for joining in. What is this other problem? Miss Deborah Davis. I think I did a problem like this with the weight based in it. So let me know if you cannot figure it out. And I'm going to copy it and paste it and then do something similar to it the next time. So I'll be back on Sunday night. God willing, I make it to Sunday because, baby, it's rough out here in these streets, honey. But if you enjoyed the session, make sure that you like it and share it next time. And go to the YouTube and you can watch the replay. Anything that wasn't clear, maybe you need to slow it down, rewind it, rewatch it. Hey, it's there for you. I'm going to, you figured out the problem. Cool. Okay. Cool. So,